My son spent a year in this dormitory at Gonzaga University out in Spokane, Washington, and I fell in love with this building, and everybody who knows it, this is the iconic dormitory building at Gonzaga, and it's a design and functionality nightmare for a number of reasons. One of them, it should be in dark tan with these regular tan accents. The other thing is I wanted to do a lot of snot stuff, which is impossible in dark tan because there are no snot.
There's like 5 pieces in dark tan.
Right. So there's a half stud offset here. These guys are all sideways. There's like 4 different styles of windows. There's these wide ones, there's narrow ones, there's these narrow ones which are different sizes than those, and then these narrow ones inset. So that was kind of difficult. But the iconic piece of this building that they will tell you is this archway at the beginning.
These were made possible by the new arch element,
Yes, these arches from the Persia sets. I saw that, and I saw they went together. I said, I know, that's Zach's dorm. So that's where those came from.
And so you kind of did base it off of that iconic element, but in the process of building it, did you sort of find yourself kind of having to conceptualize the building using any like planning tools? How did that work?
This one, yeah, I built almost all these buildings in LDraw before I start, because that helps me get the numbers of parts right.
Very interesting.
I spent a lot of time trying to get the spacing right here in the windows, both vertically and horizontally, and lining them up with these ornamentations that are up underneath, and these posts along the top. There's a couple, there's some medallions that sit in these windows they look remarkably like these pieces. And then there's a couple other things that were fun. There's these little balconies on the side, and there's a fire escape down there, and a little door onto each balcony. The inside's rather complicated with all this. The fake snot you have to do, so it's all 2 layers thick. And if I
so you have to...
this, there's quite a lot of extra stuff that takes place on 1 layer inside. So so all the important layers, which are the layers between the floors, are supported on those dark green 1x1 bricks.
Pick a brick element?
Yes, that was a very nice thing. A couple scoops out of there got me where I needed to go. And then this is the general procedure for getting the sideways dark tan is this kind of this headlight brick is wonderful because it actually functions in 2 directions. All right, there's this horizontal direction, which is 3 plates apart, and then the vertical direction it's essentially 2 plates thick, 2.5. But it fits and allows you to do that. And it's the only brick I know that actually can function fully with a stud and a hole in 2 orthogonal directions.
Yep.
So that was necessary there. And then there's some other little things. I learned in building these long buildings like this that the base has to be very sturdy, lest these things tend to curl.
Sure, yeah. There's a lot of pulls to one end.
Yeah,
yep.
and that will show up on the next building. That was an issue. So that's DeSmet Hall, named after one of the Jesuit missionaries, DeSmet.